What if I told you that 1 in every 3 adults over 60 will suffer a serious fall this year, and you know the number one reason why? Well, it's muscle loss. After age 30, we start losing around 5% of our muscle mass each decade. That means by the time you're 80, you could have lost nearly a third of your total muscle mass, and even worse, it's happening silently. You might think you're just feeling a bit weaker or more tired, but underneath, your muscles are shrinking, your strength is fading, and your body is losing its ability to protect you from falls, fractures, and serious disability. That's why doctors around the world are sounding the alarm. Age-related muscle loss, or sarcopenia, is now considered one of the biggest hidden killers of independence in seniors. But here's the good news. This muscle loss is actually preventable and even reversible if you act now. In fact, research has identified specific exercises that can not only stop this muscle loss, but actually reverse it at any age. And you don't need a gym membership or fancy machines. You can totally do these exercises at your home. When done consistently, they can rebuild your strength, improve your balance, and help you regain the energy and stability you once had. Make sure you stick with us until the end, because the number one exercise we'll reveal was shown in a Stanford University study to increase muscle strength by up to 30% in just 12 weeks, even in participants over 80 years old. Before we begin, let us know in the comments below where you're watching from, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Number 5. Wall push-ups, the muscle activator. Wall push-ups might sound too simple to be effective, but for seniors, they're a secret weapon. They're safe, easy to perform, and most importantly, they engage a wide range of upper body muscles without putting pressure on your joints. What many don't realize is that as you age, your chest, shoulders, and triceps start to weaken, which leads to poor posture, trouble lifting everyday items, and even shoulder injuries. Wall push-ups counter all of that. Here's how to do them correctly. Stand about an arm's length away from a sturdy wall. Place your palms flat on the wall at shoulder height, keeping your arms straight. Now slowly bend your elbows and lean toward the wall, keeping your body in a straight line from your head to your heels. When your face is just a few inches from the wall, push yourself back to the starting position. It's essential to avoid arching your lower back or letting your hips sag. These little mistakes reduce the effectiveness of the movement and constrain your spine. Instead, tighten your core slightly, like you're bracing yourself before a cough, and move in one solid line. Start with 10 repetitions and build up to 15 to 20 as you get stronger. So, what muscles does this really work? The pectoral muscles in your chest, the deltoids in your shoulders, and the triceps in your upper arms. These muscles are crucial for all kinds of movements, from pushing open doors to lifting grocery bags. But more than that, maintaining strength here prevents that hunched forward posture that's so common in older adults. There's also a hidden benefit. When you consistently activate these upper body muscles, you're stimulating more blood flow, supporting healthy bone density, and even improving your breathing posture. Your lungs can expand better when your chest muscles are strong and open, giving your body more oxygen, which is a crucial factor for energy, alertness, and healing. And for those worried about falling, wall push-ups might not seem like a balance exercise, but they're a stepping stone. Building strength in the upper body improves your ability to catch yourself during a stumble. In a nutshell, it's gentle, it's effective, and it's the perfect place to start for seniors who haven't exercised in a while. But don't underestimate it. Doing wall push-ups regularly can help restore muscle tone faster than you think. Number 4. Sit to stand, the longevity exercise. This one might surprise you, but the ability to sit down and stand up without using your hands is one of the strongest predictors of long-term independence and longevity in seniors. In fact, studies show that seniors who struggle with this movement are significantly more likely to experience falls, hospitalizations, and loss of independence over time. The sit-to-stand movement works your quads, glutes, hamstrings, and even your core. These are the powerhouse muscles in your lower body. They support walking, climbing stairs, and keeping your balance when standing on one foot. And here's the truth. If you don't actively train them, they disappear shockingly fast. You've probably noticed that chairs feel lower than they used to. That's not the chair, it's your strength fading. Here's how to do the exercise right. Start by sitting in a sturdy chair, preferably one without wheels and with armrests only if needed for safety. Place your feet flat on the ground, about hip width apart, with your knees bent at a 90-degree angle. Now, lean your upper body slightly forward, press your feet into the floor, and push yourself up to a standing position, without using your hands if possible. Slowly sit back down with control. Many people make the mistake of using momentum or collapsing into the chair, but that's dangerous and defeats the purpose. Instead, you want to move slowly and with intention. The slower you go, the more muscle you activate. Try doing this 8 to 10 times, rest, and then repeat. Even 2 sets a day can make a noticeable difference within a few weeks. So, why is this exercise so powerful? First, it mimics a real-life daily movement. You sit and stand dozens of times a day, getting in and out of bed, using the toilet, sitting down to eat. If you lose the ability to do this unassisted, you lose your freedom. But if you can do this with confidence, you're reinforcing strength, balance, and control in the muscles that matter most. Another overlooked benefit. This movement also engages your abdominal muscles and lower back, which are key for stability. A strong core supports your spine, improves posture, and reduces back pain. And that makes everything from walking to bending over safer and easier. Plus, if you want a quick energy boost, try doing this exercise after a long period of sitting. It sends fresh oxygenated blood to your muscles, wakes up your nervous system, and even helps your digestion. Yes, standing up and sitting down is that powerful. But here's a tip. If this feels too hard at first, you can place a firm cushion on the chair to raise the seat. As you get stronger, remove it. Eventually, try adding light hand weights or doing it slowly with one leg slightly in front of the other for more challenge. So please, don't skip this movement. It's your ticket to staying independent for years to come. Number 3. Step-ups, the balance and stability booster. At first glance, step-ups may seem like a simple movement, but don't be fooled. For seniors, this exercise is one of the most underrated tools for fighting muscle loss, enhancing balance, and preventing falls. In fact, it's so effective that some physical therapists consider them a mini full-body workout because they challenge strength, endurance, and balance all at once. The action of stepping up activates some of the largest and most critical muscles in your lower body, especially the quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, and glutes. But beyond that, it challenges your coordination and helps retrain your body to stay upright, stable, and strong on uneven surfaces. Here's how to do it safely. Start with a sturdy step platform, stair, or a low curb that's no more than 6 to 8 inches high if you're just starting out. Stand with both feet flat on the ground and place one foot firmly onto the step. Press through the heel of your lead foot to lift your body upward until both feet are on the step. Then step back down slowly, starting with the same foot you led with. Repeat this motion for about 10 repetitions on one leg, then switch sides. It's important not to rush. The slower and more controlled your movement, the more muscle fibers you engage, and the more strength you build. Make sure to keep your back straight, your core engaged, and your eyes looking forward, not down. If you feel wobbly, place your hand near a railing or sturdy surface for support, but avoid pulling yourself up with your arms. The goal is to force your leg muscles to do the work. If you want to progress this movement, you can add light hand weights or increase the step height as you grow stronger. You can also slow the descent phase to build more control and balance. Just make sure to prioritize safety. Always wear supportive shoes, use a stable surface, and listen to your body. Now let's talk benefits. Step-ups mimic one of the most essential movements in daily life, climbing stairs. As we age, staircases become one of the first things we start to avoid, and that's a dangerous sign. Once stairs become scary, it's a red flag that lower body strength and coordination are slipping. Practicing step-ups at home, even just a few times a week, can rebuild the confidence and muscular endurance needed to handle stairs, hills, and curbs safely. Another major benefit is balance. With each step up, your weight is momentarily on one leg. This forces your stabilizing muscles, especially in the hips and ankles, to activate and strengthen. These muscles are the unsung heroes of fall prevention. The stronger they are, the quicker your reflexes become when you trip or stumble. Number 2. Resistance band rows, the posture protector. As we age, our posture often takes a hit. Shoulders roll forward, the upper back becomes rounded, and the spine starts to slump. This isn't just a cosmetic issue, it has real consequences for your health. Poor posture can compress your lungs, limit oxygen intake, strain your lower back, and increase your risk of falling forward. What's behind all of this? Weak upper back muscles. And that's where resistance band rows come in. This exercise is perfect for seniors because it builds the posterior chain. That's the network of muscles along your back, including the rhomboids, trapezius, and rear deltoids. These muscles are critical for keeping your spine aligned, your head up, and your movements balanced. Here's how to do resistance band rows correctly. Grab a resistance band and anchor it around a doorknob, bedpost, or a stable object that's about waist height. Sit down on a chair or stay standing, depending on your balance and strength level. Hold one end of the band in each hand with your arms extended in front of you, palms facing each other. Now pull the band back by bending your elbows and squeezing your shoulder blades together as if you're trying to pinch a pencil between them. Keep your elbows close to your body and avoid shrugging your shoulders. Then slowly return to the starting position with control. The key here is form. Avoid letting momentum do the work. Focus on that squeeze at the back of the movement. It's what activates and strengthens the muscles that hold you upright. Do 12 to 15 repetitions per set, resting in between, and aim for 2 or 3 sets several times a week. Now, why is this exercise a must for seniors? Well, it directly combats the slouched posture that develops when we spend too much time sitting or when muscles atrophy from inactivity. A strong upper back literally pulls your body upright. This improves how you walk, how you breathe, and how you carry yourself. And posture doesn't just affect physical appearance, it affects mood and energy. Research shows that standing tall can improve self-confidence and even reduce feelings of depression and fatigue. Other than that, resistance band rows also strengthen the arms and shoulders in a functional way. You'll notice improved ease when reaching for objects, opening doors, or carrying groceries. That's because this movement recruits not just your back, but your biceps and forearms too, which are key areas that often grow weak with age and make simple tasks more difficult than they should be. Number 1. Glute bridges, the hidden key to senior strength. You've probably never thought of glute bridges as a top-tier exercise, but believe it or not, this one move has the power to save your mobility, protect your spine, and prevent some of the most dangerous age-related conditions like falls, lower back pain, and loss of bladder control. That's right, glute bridges go far beyond just working your backside. Let's start with the technique. Begin by lying on your back on a comfortable but firm surface like a yoga mat. Bend your knees and plant your feet flat on the ground, about hip-width apart, with your arms resting at your sides, palms down. Now here's where the magic starts. Press your feet into the floor, squeeze your glutes, and slowly lift your hips toward the ceiling. Your body should form a straight line from your shoulders to your knees at the top of the movement. Hold for a second, then slowly lower back down to the floor. That's 1 repetition. Most seniors should start with 10 to 12 slow, controlled reps per set and try for 2 to 3 sets a day. You can rest between sets, but don't rush. The slower you move, the more muscle fibers you engage, and that's what we want. So, why is this exercise number 1 on our list? Well, it's because it targets the gluteus maximus, one of the largest and most powerful muscles in the human body, and also one of the most neglected. When your glutes are weak, it sets off a dangerous chain reaction. Your hips become unstable, your pelvis tilts forward, your lower back takes on extra strain, and your walking pattern changes without you even noticing. Weak glutes also increase your risk of falling. These muscles help keep your body aligned and upright as you move. Every time you stand, walk, climb stairs, or even shift your weight from one foot to another, your glutes are doing the hard work in the background. But if they're underused, like when you sit for long hours or don't train them, they shrink and weaken. That's when issues start. What's even more important is how this exercise also trains your core and hamstrings. Many seniors experience back pain not because of the spine itself, but because the surrounding muscles are too weak to support it. Glute bridges rebuild that foundation, stabilizing your spine from the bottom up. They also gently activate the deep core muscles that are crucial for pelvic control, which is something that becomes more important with age, especially for preventing urinary incontinence. And here's something few people realize: strong glutes improve walking efficiency. As we age, our stride gets shorter and slower, but glute strength allows you to take longer, more stable steps. It helps you get out of chairs more easily, walk uphill with less strain, and even reduces the stress on your knees and ankles by distributing force more evenly across your body. The best part of all that: glute bridges are joint friendly. There's no impact, no weight bearing on the knees or wrists, and they can be done on the floor, on a bed, or even with a small cushion under the back if lying flat feels uncomfortable. And as you build strength, you can progress by holding the bridge position longer, adding a mini resistance band around your thighs, or performing single leg variations. This exercise is pure gold for senior muscle preservation. It's gentle yet powerful. It works multiple muscle groups. It improves posture, reduces back pain, enhances mobility, and helps you stay in control of your body. If there's only one move you commit to, make it this one. There you have it. These 5 exercises aren't just routines. They're lifelines. They help restore your strength, protect your independence, and even reverse years of hidden decline. You don't need a fancy gym or expensive equipment. You just need commitment, consistency, and the belief that your body still wants to be strong. At the end, remember, exercises alone aren't enough. Your muscles need fuel to grow and recover, and that fuel is protein. You can watch our video on the best foods to eat to preserve and strengthen your muscles as you age. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you noticed yourself getting weaker or more unsteady in the last few years? What was the moment that made you realize something had changed? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.